Hello guys, in this video, let's discuss about variable hoisting. Topics are JavaScript execution context, hoisting in JavaScript, variable hoisting, let words, var hoisting. First discuss about the execution context. Before we are understanding hoisting, we need to understand bit of execution context. What is the execution context in JavaScript? JavaScript engine executes our script, whichever you have created, line by line. This is how it will execute. Let's say this is a script and here we have declared two variables and one function. JavaScript engine executes this script line by line like this. This we call it as a top to bottom approach. While executing this script, JavaScript engine creates a execution context for all the scripts. What is this execution context? These details we will discuss further and in detail in another videos. Let's stick to just an introduction to the execution context. This is a common for all the scripts which you are running. Okay, these scripts will be having a two phases again. This execution context, that is a creation phase and the execution phase. What JavaScript engine will do with the scripts, will do with the variables which you have created in the creation phase, we will see in the video. Let's see. This is a hoisting. Hoisting means during the creation phase, JavaScript engine moves all your declarations, that is a variable declarations or the function declarations, to the top of your file or code. This is the definition wherever you see when you search for the hoisting. But what is this moving to top? How JavaScript engine moves to top? This we will discuss now. Let's see. And this hoisting is for functional hoisting and variable hoisting. For both functions and the variable, JavaScript exhibits the hoist. These both JavaScript will do hoisted. And in this video, we will discuss about what is a variable hoisting. We'll cover functional hoisting in the functional hoisting separately. Let's see. Variable hoisting. Variable hoisting means JavaScript engine moving all your declarations to the top. Moving all your declarations means it will make available all your declarations at initial phase only, that is at the creation phase. What it is, let's see. Here this is a script which I have created, and in which I have created a 4 variables by using a 3 different keywords which are available in the JavaScript. That is a var a equal to 100, let, and var constant pi. Whenever you have created these variables like this, what JavaScript engine does at the creation phase. This is a creation phase, assume like this, and this is a memory. In the memory, moving it to the top means it will make available all your declarations to your script. That is what moving to the top means. Means here it is created a reference. It's already created a reference in your memory during the declaration itself. But in the creation phase, it will assign a value to it. That is a default value which JavaScript engine is having. That is, with var declarations, whatever variables which you declared with a var, JavaScript engine assigns a default value called undefined. And with the let, it don't initialize anything and it don't store any value during the creation phase. It will just make it as a empty value. It cannot be anything. It is just an empty value, and it is a uninitialized, you can say. You don't initialize anything. That is the reason we are saying a uninitialized. This is not a particular value. And for the C, here var C we have created, and C is a var. That means it is initialized with the undefined. For the constant also uninitialized. This is a pi, and these all are the references. These are not stored. These all are the just references in the memory. This is how JavaScript engine assigns a value during a creation phase. With the let and constant, if you declare, JavaScript engine don't do anything. It will just leave as it is. With the var declarations, it can be any type. Whatever type you just assign, it can be any value. JavaScript engine assigns just an undefined value during the creation phase. This is how the variable hoisting works in JavaScript. This we call it as a variable hoisting. And let's see how this is different for let and var hoisting. See this. This is a sample script which I have created. And here on the line number 2, I have created a with a var. And in this script, I have created a b and assign a value to it differently. in this and in this. The same thing I'm doing here, that is accessing a before declaration and accessing a here after declaration and initialization. Same thing I'm doing with a b, accessing before and after. For this case we will get a reference error. For this case we will get a undefined value for the a, and in this case our script won't give any error and it will just print undefined and 10 value. And in this case it will just it don't execute anything and it will just give a error and simply exit out of the script. Further, that is we call as a reference error. Why this is with the var, with the let, why this difference is because of the reason is a temporal death zone of the let keyword. And what is this temporal death zone? Let's discuss that with the code. Let's move to the code now. And here see, I have created a var declaration with a a, and I'm assigning a value here, and also I'm just consoling this to a terminal with the a. And let's see, and let's execute the file in the terminal with the node command and hoisting.js. See here, a equal to 10. This is the actual behavior. Why? Because we are trying to access this after declaration. Let's move this console to the top now. See here, again I'm not running a script. Now the value is undefined. Undefined means because of the hoisting, this is moved to the memory and it is initialized with the undefined value in the memory during the creation phase. That is the reason we just got a value as a undefined here for the var. Let's declare a variable with the let b equal to some 20 value, and console a value to here after you declared a b, that is with b. Let's see the difference what it makes with the var and let. Now again I ran the script. Here see, b value is a 20 now. 20 is printed into the terminal. Why? Because we already declared it, that we have seen. Now I'm just moving this to the top before it's declared let. See now, let's execute the script again and see the difference here. It is giving a error. Let's execute it again. It is giving a reference error, that is cannot access b before its initialization. Means we cannot access the variables which you have declared with the let before its initialization, because we are trying to access b before its initialization here. That is the reason we got a reference error. And why? Because this is a temporal death zone, because of the temporal death zone. What is this temporal death zone means? For let variables which you declared with the let, all let will be having a temporal death zones. Means till here, like at this line we are declaring and we are making available to the JavaScript engine. Before its declaration, these lines you can say, before this declaration scope, if you are trying to access which are not declared, those place we call it as a temporal death zone, in which let variables don't have access. If you are trying to access, it will give the initialization error and it will throw a reference errors. And from this point, let variables will be available to a JavaScript engine, so that at this point JavaScript engine will find this is the value which is assigned, so that it will find and it will assign to a variable in the memory whichever you have created with the let. Before it, if you are trying to access, it will give a error. This is the behavior of a let keywords. And why this behavior is, we should not make any mistakes which is available with the var. That is the reason it is introduced with the let keyword. And it is better always we go with the let keyword, because of we no need to initialize a different variables and we can't access before its initialization. These benefits are with the let keyword, and it is a bug-free code. We can make it as a bug-free code. Due to these reasons, let is introduced in the ES6 version. And this is the details of hoisting and how temporal death zone works in JavaScript.